So today is March 9th, 2017, and the Bitcoin ETF, the Winklevoss Bitcoin ETF, is supposed to have a decision within the next 24 to 72 hours. Bitcoin's been in a holding pattern. Well, actually, it's gone up about 20% in anticipation of the ETF. And now everyone's kind of looking at what there is to do next. So I'm going to bring up a chart that I drew a while ago, and it shows a GAN fan of the Bitcoin price. And what I want to highlight here is you can see in these red circles when there was a breakout over this line here. The breakout was quickly followed by a drawdown, a pretty big, 26%, 20%, 20% here. This little dip right here is the Bitfinex hack. Then we came back up here and had a 30% drop. And I drew this yellow line in, but the actual price has gone up and above beyond that. So, we're back in an area. This is somewhat uncharted because now we're in also all-time highs. But the pattern has been that can expect a 25% drop from here. What's interesting, though, with the technical analysis in Bitcoin is it doesn't always matter. Bitcoin is very volatile. You can find patterns. You can base some decisions off of it. But I think there's been a lot of articles about Bitcoin being better than gold, and what's traditionally been reliable, I don't know if it's as reliable. Now, we're going to find out in the next 24 to 72 hours. It's a real interesting time. When I drew this chart, I expected that we would come back down to this blue box. We'd go up to the yellow line, and then we'd come back down to the blue based on what we've seen in the past. But there's been a sentiment change, I believe, in the market in general and the news coverage. And there's so many things going on in the world that would support a Bitcoin price. I always try to balance that out with, trying not to be too bullish. But I really am starting to see more and more things that are positive for Bitcoin. And, down the line, there's been major news events before. There's been exchanges crashes. There's been hacks. There's been a lot of big news stories in Bitcoin. But what happens is as time passed, they just become little blips on the chart. Like this is the Bitfinex hack, and you can go back further and Mount Gox was obviously a big one, but there's Cryptsy and all these other places that have had some interesting developments. I firmly believe that I don't think the ETF's going to pass. I think that up until a few days ago, I thought that we would be able to see in the price pretty definitively insiders trading. We would start trading down dramatically. I'm starting to change my tune. I think that we've kind of already priced in, and Bitcoin I don't think it's going to drop that much if it gets denied. And in a few months, this is just going to be another blip on the chart. So, as far as the ETF is concerned, I think it's going to be a non-issue in 30, 60 days. I don't think it's going to pass. I don't think it's going to have the impact on the price that a lot of people have anticipated. If by chance it does pass, a lot of people, the consensus is $2,000, $3,000 of Bitcoin. That's completely possible, although I think it's unlikely. So, today's summary basically is the next 24 to 72 hours are going to be very interesting. Watch the price for tells of what, the future may bring. And I'll post another video real soon to discuss the recent developments. Thanks for tuning in.